Stamp Show here today. Stamp Show here today. Hey!
What do you got for discussion?
I got all sorts of things. Where to start? How about the 294 postcard?
Oh,
That was the
yes.
one I saw earlier today, would it? Yes, it would.
That's a pretty post.
Well, Pan American Exposition. It was submitted to us as being a first day
Postcard.
It's on a Pan Am Expo postcard, and it does have a May 1st, 1901 date, which would make it first day. The interesting part about it is that most of the examples you see of the specific type of cancel that's listed as a straight line, and this is very distinctly, almost looks curved. The date is facing one direction, and the bars and the triangle of the exposition are
Canted.
more down than up.
Yeah, they're slanted.
And turns out after much research, it's also very hard to read, which is part of the problem. It's not a well-struck cancel. The date block was separate from the actual slogan portion of the bars and the triangle of the cancel. So sometimes when they changed the date and put it back in, it would get shifted so that it can be not straight, which is one of the things that was driving me nuts when I was looking at it. Is like, it's not straight. It looks like the tying part is genuine,
Right.
but the date part is not. But having found that research actually says they can be crooked, we are going with the fact that it is a first day usage on, he saw it earlier.
Well, let's talk about some of the really confusing parts about the 1030. Do you want to explain parts of the cancel?
Why don't you read the inscription on the front of the card? So this was sent by a guy, obviously, who went to the Buffalo for the exposition.
So it says, friend Alvin, I sent you a set of Pan Ams this AM, not at all difficult to read, in hopes they will reach you before they are on sale in
C.
C
It's dated. It's mailed to Cleveland, so I'm assuming that's just short for Cleveland.
with a nice May 1st date right there.
So he's trying to get it.
So basically,
he wants to be the first on his block to own these.
He wants his
Well,
friend to
his
be the
friend
first time.
to
Yeah.
to his friend.
And, and I don't know if he wants to also let his friend get an early cancel.
That's possible. I mean, these were issued in all the cities on the first day of issue. And he just happened to be in Buffalo and got an exposition postcard on the first day of the exposition. But he didn't mail it from the exposition post office.
It's an advertising cancel.
It's an advertising cancel, not an exposition cancel. So,
Oh, that's a shame.
well,
So
still
it's not a
first
shame.
It's
It's
still
still first day use.
Yeah,
first
still
day of
cool.
use.
Yeah.
and it's a Pan American slogan.
Right.
It's not the show cancel, but
Yes.
It's
is
the
a-
advertising cancel.
It is
It's
the
one of the advertising cancels. And even though the date on the cancel is not really legible, the advertising cancel actually tells you that it has to be 1901 because
Yeah.
the earliest and latest known uses of that particular advertising cancel are both in 1901 and not near the
March to November.
March to November. So it has to be a 1901 cancel.
Well, the date.
But
the
you
part
can
that-
definitely read the May 1st.
The part that is
Yes.
legible is the May 1st part. Yeah.
Yes. And so
And the confusing part that Brian was talking about is that it's the month, the day, the time, and then AM or PM apostrophe 01.
Yeah, this is a.
So when you look at it, it doesn't look like a 1901 cancel, but it's actually the time, which is 10:30.
Wow.
And that's the part that gets confusing. Because I was the
I
first
thought
one
it was
to-
first like this is like 1930. This is like not contemporary.
Yeah.
I can see why this is a first finding, because it is really hard to see that this is a May 1st. Somebody
Yes,
really looked for these.
yes,
This was somebody's very good find.
yes. And
Yes, that's
I mean that.
$5,000.
So a first day of issue cancel in the catalog is $5,000. So
Right.
I'm sure that was probably pulled out of a $10 or $20 box because it's an expo card,
Yeah.
But we
Oh,
saw,
what card?
exposition card.
Oh, Expo card. Okay.
but when we were looking at it through
It's also a private mailing card. Private mailing cards are interesting. In 1898, they actually passed postal ordinance saying that you can use these cards because people, you had the postcards, but people wanted to make postcards. And they said, well, I don't know if you can do this. So they came up with the private mailing card description, and it says authorized by Act of Congress 1898. And so it's an interesting thing for private mailing cards. I collect private mailing cards.
So
They're pretty
you
neat.
misspoke. It's not a postal card. It's a postal. It's not a postcard. It's a postal card.
No, the government issues.
Are postal
Postal
cards
cards.
because
This
they
is-
have the postage already printed on them.
And this is a
This
postcard.
is a postcard which has postage added. So, and that's where the private mailing card comes in. Private mailing, they couldn't print the postage on it, so that's why it's private. It's not government made. And then they eventually dropped that moniker.
when Tom and I were looking at it,
Yeah.
there is, you can't really see it that well. It's been erased now, but under the VSC,
Yes.
you can see some writing at the left-hand side.
There does appear to be some pencil writing on the left-hand side of the address.
And you can read part of it under the VSC, and it says first, it says something that we couldn't quite make out, but then it said first day, and then some word below that we also couldn't quite
Yeah.
make out.
Posting. First day
We
posting.
were thinking it was posting, but we weren't.
That's what it looks like to me.
So, but it looks like the top line was questioning whether it was like isn't or
First day question
Right,
mark.
right, and that might have been somebody who was collecting it. Now, the May 1st on the above the inscription looks like it's might be in a different ink.
It's actually not.
Yeah, we
Okay.
we talked about it. The printing,
Well, that's another thing that the VSC would have told.
the printing right above. If you look at it under magnification, you'll see that the reason it appears to be a different kind of ink is because it's writing on top of something that's a little bit more glossy in that section.
Okay.
But if
Because
you
the
compare,
printing is there.
yeah, if you compare the bottom part of the Y with the rest of the lettering, it's
With the
consistent.
Yeah.
word
Yeah.
they.
Yes. No. I see that, and it kind of looks like it matches, but then the ink is a little bit lighter.
That's because of what
It's written on the yellow, kind
Yeah.
of sandy color.
I can see that now. So,
Yeah, this
obviously
is-
these are all things that we question when we look at an item like that.
Yeah.
This was a lot of work.
This is the most.
Congratulations, whoever found it.
As for the
Well,
$5,000.
I don't think anybody. I think it might have been passed down from collector to collector as a first day, and this is just the first time it's gotten a cert. Because
Well,
That could be.
It
Yeah.
could be, but a $5,000 item.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think anybody's going to buy it without a cert.
Well, like you said, it probably was found and put in a collection and has been passed from collection to collection.
Yeah.
Not necessarily sold.
Well, whoever owns it now has a certified first day cover that they can throw
That
into
is
auction and make
correct.
a bunch of money.
That is true.
cover that was submitted as it was a first day cover,
Doesn't work if you don't plug
but
it into the
nobody
charter.
bothered to mention it was first day. I look at the cancel, I don't see a year date on it, and
Yeah.
so that's where I stopped.
Can I borrow yours?
Right.
And it turns out later there was
Oh,
some docketing.
Brian, can I borrow yours?
Right, and it says May
was a-
1st, but the cancel still had no date in, no year date visible.
Oh,